Not often I get in front of the camera, but I'm just going to go through some ideas for this children's book now. In this quick video, which maybe might end up about 5 minutes, I'm just going to briefly take you through an idea I had for a children's book. Here's the initial storyboard. It's about two young children, girl, boy, in the woods. They come across a monster and have various adventures. These will all be done in watercolour. And I'm going to do them in the same style that I do a lot of my work, which is, I'll just dig one out, which is like a screen print. There's one here. So they're all going to be in a very simplistic style, but I'm going to apply the landscape technique into a sort of cartoon technique, so they're all made up of 4 flat washes of paint. So they're going to end up looking very simple. So a face like that size is probably going to end up no bigger than a postage stamp. So there's going to be a very limited amount of detail that I'm going to be getting on them. So yeah, I started doing a lot of different sketches, just working out, trying to simplify things down into 4 different tones. So they're going to end up that simple. But a drawing like that might only end up the figures being maybe 2 or 3 inches high at the most. So it's going to be quite difficult. So I hadn't done much drawing for a while, and I kept on finding I was working on sort of A4 pieces of paper and it was just useless. Couldn't really express what I was doing. I do find when I'm painting that a lot of my work actually comes from using more sort of arm and shoulder than your hand. So I thought, right, like Kerouac on the road with his great big typewriter script, got a roll of wallpaper and just started to draw, working out a lot of different problems, certain compositions. This is I think frame number 8, 16 frames in the storyboard, 16 pages. This is when the friendly giant's carrying the girls off into the wood to go and look for his flute or his violin or whatever it's going to be he's going to end up playing. Again, just breaking down through the sketches, trying to work out some sort of face, some sort of character for this giant, how old he's going to be. Then I started doing a very rough look at each storyboard. What happens is with this giant is he ends up they go to sleep under the trees. There's a family of them, but we only get to see this one for now. And they pull down the wind-blown trees down on top of them, but he leaves his hand out. That's how the girls discover him. So we'll look at that later. This is the first scene. So I'm going to have lots of sort of mushrooms in the foreground and things. Very kind of Hansel and Gretel sort of. It's all about breaking it down into shadows. There's going to have to be in sunlight. It's the only way I can paint these watercolours. It's them playing in the woods. Again, playing in the woods. You can kind of see sort of the way it's really going to work with the sunlight. I've set it in the pine wood for now. That's when they first find the flute. That's one I was talking about. So they first see this hand wrapped around a tree because he's underneath, but he forgot to pull his hand in because he's stupid. And the little one goes and gives it a tickle. And that's how he wakes up. Whoops. That's him carrying him off into the woods. That's when he's playing the flute. Got the scale completely wrong on that one. And this is after they've been out and he's taking them home. I've still got to work out on the scale on this guy because he's quite big. I know they're just small girls, but he's potentially too large. That's when he's saying goodbye to them, sending them back home. And that's a scene. I think this giant can't be seen by grown-ups, so when they go out into the woods with picnics with their parents, they can see him, but parents can't. This is probably the last scene when they're getting put to bed. It's all going to change again. And then I went back to some more drawing, a couple of more detailed drawings, again trying to break it down into sort of 4 tones. It's going to be, well, 4 tones plus a white. I've got the sky here, here's a mountain in the background, just got the one tree, and this is the scene where he's playing his flute. Like I say, he could change instrument and kids are just sort of dancing around. And that's another more detailed one again of them carrying them home. And that's another slightly more detailed painting, drawing of when he first gets out of the tree. That's the scene after the little one just tickled his hand and sort of woken him up. So the next phase will be to sort of draw all of these out into more detail, get the drawings worked out, get the scale, start developing their faces. But what's really going to happen is it's not going to come together at all until I actually start painting. The only way is to take one of these scenes and just paint it over and over again. Maybe, I don't know, I'll get better at it 10 times, 15 times, full scale. I think the painting is probably going to be about that big. Don't see the point in them being any bigger. 14 or 15 or 16 of them, and it'll work out. I'll work out the palettes and the colours. I think I'll change the colours around quite a bit. We'll have some morning colours, some evening colours, and it'll just develop over the next, God knows, 2 or 3 months, and hopefully I'll end up with 16 decent illustrations, and I'll be, you know, looking for comments and feedback and work out how the storyboard's going to work together. I think that the most difficult part of this is going to be getting a publisher, which is why I'm doing this. So, if anybody out there has got any advice on publishing, probably self-publishing initially, do get in touch. That video is probably far too long, 10 minutes.